Hello, wonderful viewers. Welcome back to Empower Mind with AI, the channel where stories meet wisdom. I'm thrilled to have you here for today's tale, a story that carries a profound lesson we can all learn from. But before we dive into The Musical Donkey, make sure you've subscribed and hit that bell icon, so you never miss out on our empowering narratives. Now, let's embark on this insightful journey together. Are you ready? Let's roll the story.
In a quaint little village lived a thin, starved donkey named Udatta and his cunning friend, a jackal. They shared a unique bond, a friendship nurtured by shared hardships and numerous adventures. Udatta, emaciated from lack of proper food, was often left starving by his owner, a local fisherman. It was during these times of hunger, under the cover of night, that the duo would embark on their quests for sustenance. Their journey led them to a delightful discovery. A field generously laden with juicy, ripe cucumbers. This field, bathed in the soft moonlight, became their secret haven for nightly feasts. The cucumbers not only satiated their hunger, but also brought joy to their otherwise weary lives. Over time, these nocturnal escapades started reflecting on Udatta. His frail body began to fill out, his energy levels soared, and he could carry heavier loads. With each passing night, Udatta started gaining strength, and their nightly escapades continued. One night, under the silver glow of the moon, after a satisfying feast, Udatta felt an irresistible urge to sing. His heart was full, his belly was satisfied, and he wanted to share his joy with the world. The jackal, ever the voice of reason, tried to dissuade him. "Udatta, my friend," he cautioned, "the night is quiet, and your voice will echo far and wide. The guards might hear you." But Udatta, buoyed by his happiness, dismissed the jackal's concerns. "Why shouldn't I sing when I'm happy?" he retorted. "What harm can it do?" The jackal, sensing the stubbornness in his friend's voice, tried one last time to warn him. "Udatta, my friend, sometimes silence is golden." But Udatta was already lost in his own world, planning his song, ignoring the jackal's words. Ignoring the jackal's advice, Udatta decided to express his joy through a song, unaware of the impending disaster. As Udatta's loud braying filled the night air, the peaceful slumber of the guard was disturbed. The guard, roused from his dreams, was greeted by an unusual sight. There in the cucumber field, bathed in the moonlight, was Udatta, the donkey, singing his heart out, oblivious to the world around him. The guard's initial confusion quickly turned into anger. His peaceful night had been shattered, his sleep disturbed. As he approached Udatta, the donkey's song turned into a whimper, a premonition of the imminent punishment. And just as the jackal had warned, the guard's fury was unleashed upon poor Udatta. Each blow was harder than the last, as if the guard was channeling all his frustration into his stick, and Udatta was the unfortunate recipient. Udatta's joyous song was replaced with cries of pain. His body ached with every hit. His spirit shrank with each blow. But what pained him more was the realization of his foolishness. He had ignored the wise counsel of his friend, the jackal, choosing instead to follow his own misguided desire. His stubbornness had brought him nothing but pain and suffering. When the guard finally ceased his relentless punishment, Udatta was left there, battered and bruised, a pitiful sight to behold. His once robust body was now weak and frail, struggling to even stand. But stand he must, for he had to leave the cucumber field, the site of his folly. Outside the field, the jackal waited, his eyes filled with sympathy. He had warned Udatta, tried to save him from this fate, but his words had fallen on deaf ears. As he watched his friend drag his bruised body towards him, he could only offer words of wisdom. "I told you so." With a body full of pain and a heart full of regret, Udatta realized the consequences of his foolishness. His song was silenced, his spirit broken, but he had learnt a valuable lesson that night, a lesson that he would carry with him for the rest of his days. Udatta's tale serves as a reminder for all. It's a simple story, yet it carries a profound message. Think before you act. It seems straightforward, right? But how often do we find ourselves in situations where we wished we had paid heed to this wisdom? The donkey Udatta was so caught up in his joy, he ignored the wise counsel of his friend, the jackal. He acted on impulse, and his thoughtless actions led to painful consequences. We too, in our lives, are like Udatta at times. We let our emotions lead us. We forget to reflect on our actions, and we dismiss the advice of those who have our best interests at heart. This tale also underscores the importance of listening to sound advice. The jackal tried to prevent Udatta from making a mistake, but he chose to ignore it. leading to his downfall. Remember, it's always wise to think before you act, and never ignore good advice, for it might save you from unforeseen trouble.
And that concludes our tale of The Musical Donkey. What a captivating story with a timeless moral: think before you act. I hope you enjoyed the journey as much as I did. Now, before you go, remember to hit that like button if you found value in today's story. Share your thoughts in the comments below. I love hearing from you. Don't forget to subscribe for more insightful narratives that empower the mind. Until next time, stay curious, stay wise. This is Empower Mind with AI, signing off. Thank you for being part of our incredible community.